The first layer is the intel warfare. This is where you gather intel, but you also prevent the other commander from doing so. The second layer is about providing your troops with vehicle drops, supply drops, to keep the war machinery going. And the final layer, that's when you go on the offensive. And on top of all of this, you will be able to play as a Battlefield 4 commander on a tablet connecting to a live game server on PC or console, making it a true next-generation T-play experience.
All right, guys, so welcome back to the Battlefield 4 live stream. Again, I'm Corey Dunn. Now I'm joined here by Daniel Matros.
Yes.
It's been great because we've had the chance to be able to talk to you during day 1 and day 2, but there's new viewers that are kind of hopping in here, and we still have a lot of different types of questions that we can still ask. So we can probably kind of touch the surface on it. I know that there's actually videos that have been posted already that have been clipped out of what you and I had discussed before about spectator mode, which is completely great. You can check that out, or you can just still continue to stick around whether you're watching on twitch.tv, also on Amazon, and even battlefield.com. And of course, while you're on Amazon, you just head over and pre-order your copy of Battlefield 4 right now. So, Daniel, your team has done a great job.
Amazing job.
Right off the bat, right out of the gates. So my first question I'm going to ask has to be related. How long have you really been working on it from to this point right now?
The game or
no, the spectator mode?
Spectator mode. Can't give an exact.
It has to be. I want the hours every hour.
Since the game started, I'd say. Since we started working on the game. So I've been sitting and like I wanted to tell everyone, but you can't, you know, you can't spill all the beans. So I said, well, like, let's go to E3, let's make it happen. And obviously did a good job. So.
I'm thoroughly impressed with every element that you've added into it, and it's such a short notice, a short time frame, and the fact that you were able to keep your lip sealed on not releasing a spectator mode. I mean, that's such a great thing, not only for movie makers that are out there, not only for those who like to do live streams like myself doing shoutcasts, but that's great for the esports element, the competitive gaming side. Can we go a little bit deeper into that side?
Yes, so I've received the question multiple times, right? Is Battlefield 4 heading towards the esports audience? And
is it?
Let me just say this. I mean, esports in general, it's a collective term for competitive games, right? I mean, anything that you play online multiplayer, where there's a clear defined result, clear defined goal, two teams playing, one wins, one loses, that is a sport.
Right.
And online, it becomes an esport.
Correct.
Right? It's a competitive game. And I think what people mean with esport nowadays, that was like way back, but nowadays they mean, is there a feature for us to, you know, is there a game mode for us to play perfect on? Is there a feature for us to, you know, show off our stuff on as spectator mode, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And to say this, Battlefield 3 was an online competitive multiplayer. We had tens of thousands of Euro tournaments going on from Samsung, Alienware, it was Razer's as competitions, DreamHack had competition, ESL. I mean, all of that stuff was coming, and it's going to be even bigger.
That's just something to really note. The fact that, Daniel, it's great to hear from a developer that knows about the community. You mentioned ESL, you mentioned DreamHack. The fact that you know those exist.
I used to play at ESL. My first account was registered in 2001.
That's pretty awesome.
That was way back in the day. It's like clan-based as well.
The fact, again, it just goes back to the fact that you know the team knows that this exists and is actually making strides to make things easier for us to make things happen. So again, the observer mode has been great. Now I'm going to go ahead and ask some other questions. I didn't pre-inform you on this, so you can answer at your leisure. How many different spots can we join in a spectator mode?
Right now we're looking at somewhere around 4.
Around 4?
On the one server.
Okay.
So 4 people simultaneously can watch a match, watch a game, and then they can stream it out. but firsthand on the server.
I think
looking at it around 4.
That right there is great. The reason being because typically you have your 2 shoutcasters.
Yeah.
They need a position, but then there's also those who like to have the really cinematography, an element to it, that cinema element, where they can sit there and get those great angles. You already gave some really great things as well with the camera presets, but there's also those who like to switch between 2 additional elements. Also,
you can have anti-cheat
admin in there as
admin
well.
spectating, you can have commentator spectating, you can have a judge or a referee spectating.